Sunderland head to Plymouth on Easter Monday in a game that's crucial for our playoff hopes. And whilst it might not quite be must win, it's almost certainly can't lose. So what should we expect from our hosts on Monday? Any way you look at it, these are two extremely evenly matched teams. In almost all statistics that matter, they're pretty similar. Points per game is identical, so are corners. Shots and on target are virtually the same. And although Sunderland appear to hold a slight advantage in some of these fixtures, about the only clear advantage is set pieces. This is going to be a tight, hard-fought game if we're going to get anything from it. So what does the league table show us? Well, until last Friday, they had the joint best defence in the league. It's still pretty mean, but unlike our opponents last Friday, they score a hell of a lot of goals as well. However, recent form shows us something different and gives us some hope. Here we've got the best of them in every quarter, most importantly in shots and shots on target, where they've been exceptionally poor of late. But be careful, their home form is outstanding. They're unbeaten in 8, and we are unbeaten in 9, home and away. But that includes a lot of draws. Still, no clear and obvious winner. With top scorer Ryan Hardy out injured, the remaining strikers pose a weak threat. Instead, the threat from Argyle comes from the midfield, in particular from Panuche Kamara. A rangy, powerful midfielder, he's aggressive in the tackle and he likes to drive forward with the ball. He tops the assist charts and he's also a late runner into the box to be aware of. He'll play in the middle of the park. And likely on the right-hand side would be Joe Edwards, another direct runner with a good strike on him. And there are other good midfielders too. There's Danny Mayer, who'll likely play on the left, and Jordan Houghton, who plays in the middle. All of them have good assists and pass rates. In fact, the two most important ones here are Kamara and Houghton. Out of well over 300 midfielders in League One this season, these two are right up there in terms of short pass success and tackles, but they're also up there in terms of how often they're intercepted. Clearly, the midfield battle is where this game is going to be won. Apart from not having their top scorer available today, another area of weakness for Argyle is the aerial battle. In almost every game this season, Argyle have lost the aerial battle, and this is an area where we do quite well. I'm sure this will enter into Alex Neil's thinking today. We're up against 3-5-2 again this afternoon, and whenever Alex Neil has faced that, he's either matched it with 3-5-2 himself or occasionally has put out 4-2-3-1. Given the importance of the midfield battle today, I think he'll favour the latter. This will mean Wright and Bath starting. And then what to do with the midfield? Well, it probably also means stiffening that up with Evans alongside Matete. Clark has started every game in the last 5 on the left, so I see no reason why that would change. What to do with the right and the rest of the field? Well, Gooch is probably better defensively than Roberts, despite his poor passing rate, so he probably gets the nod. But then Pritchard is waiting on a late fitness call, so what if he makes it, where does he play? And the excellent Elliot Embleton of late, he played alongside Matete in a deep midfield position last week, but he's capable of playing on the right. And Luke O'Nien last week played on the right as well. So there are lots of choices here, and it's a question of how much Alex Neil feels he needs to dominate physically that midfield. But how on earth do you leave out Nathan Broadhead from the starting lineup? His stats just keep getting better and better. We've got to close down that midfield, we've got to rob them of the ball and stop them having space and time. But we can also attack them in their weakest part of the game, the aerial battle. This essentially is the choice for Neil and will influence his selection. This is a game that we don't have to win. We'd be in a superb position if we did win it though. We just can't afford to lose it. Over to you, Alex Neil.